Hey travelers, welcome back to Laura's Travel Talk. Today, in our ongoing series of the 50 US states, one a week, we're going to Maryland. Maryland is small, but has some fantastic coastal beauty, charming little old towns, and most of all, some awesome seafood right there on the Chesapeake Bay. So sit back and we'll go in and we'll see what Maryland has to offer. So as we go through and look at Maryland, be thinking of some of the comments you'd like to leave for me because I really enjoy getting those at the end. And I'll also cover some sports if you wait till the end. That would be great. So let's kick off Maryland with looking at Antietam National Battlefield. Antietam National Battlefield, why should you see it? Well, it's the site of the bloodiest single-day battle in American history. This preserved battlefield offers a somber but powerful glimpse into the Civil War. My travel tip would be visit the battlefield early in the morning and you get a more reflective experience. And the visitor center also offers excellent background on the entire battle. So I think it's something important in American history and you should get out there and see it. And a must-try food in that area is the pit beef sandwich. It's grilled over an open flame and then it's served on a big Kaiser roll with that horseradish sauce. Oh my gosh, that's my jam right there. That is my jam. So our next stop is Assateague Island. And I talked about this a little bit in one of my unique and fun places to visit in the US, so you may have seen it there. But Assateague Island, holy cow, that is the home to the famous wild ponies. And this barrier island offers untamed beaches, camping, and wildlife beauty. Look at that. And then they're just out on the beach like la-di-da. Nobody even pays attention. Just so cool to me. My tip would be visit in early summer for the annual pony swim, and you can also visit in fall for fewer crowds and a little bit cooler weather. But very cool. And then we can't leave Assateague Island without looking at a soft shell crab sandwich. And it's best when the crabs are in season, typically in the late spring and early summer. Look at that. You get a whole soft shell crab on there, deep fried. Yum, yum, yum. Well, our next stop is Frederick, Maryland. Frederick has historic charm and Civil War history, and look at that, gorgeous. And it's known for its historic downtown, beautiful parks, Civil War battlefields. Frederick's a perfect mix. It's got the history and the small town charm. A travel tip would be walk along the Carroll Creek Park. Look at that waterfall going down the steps. That's very cool. And you get the picturesque view and local art scene and food places. And then you can also visit the National Museum of Civil War Medicine. And it's a fascinating history look at a bunch of Civil War artifacts. Very cool. And then lastly, you gotta get you some Smith Island cake. It's a Maryland official state dessert. It's got multiple thin layers of cake and icing. That looks really good. Next up, the fabulous Chesapeake Bay. I just find that beautiful. It's America's largest estuary. And it's great because it's known for its waterman culture. These guys, scenic views, incredible seafood. And the Chesapeake Bay is the heart of Maryland's maritime heritage. And these guys are out fishing all the time. My travel tip would be visit the charming towns of St. Michael's and Oxford for a more relaxed small town vibe, and then consider going on a boat tour for a hands-on experience. Look at the fish these people caught. They're not pros. And these charming little towns are, beautiful place. Go spend a little 3-day weekend. But while you're at it, the must-try food, well, you got to have oysters. Fresh, briny, and served raw or grilled. You can try them at different restaurants all over St. Michael's and Oxford. Yum, yum, and more yum. Well, here we go with Ocean City. Ocean City has a boardwalk, and it's a classic East Coast beach town. The boardwalk is 3 miles long. It's got amusement parks. You can see the big Ferris wheel there. And wide sandy beaches. And those are perfect for sunbathing, surfing, and people watching. My travel tip: visit in late summer or early fall to avoid the peak crowds. And then don't miss the Ocean City Air Show. That is fantastic. Oh, I love the military air shows. Very cool. And then the must-try food? Why, Thrasher's French fries. They're legendary vinegar-drenched fries sold right on the boardwalk. Oh, I love vinegar on my French fries. Yum. I got to get some of those. Our next stop is Annapolis. Why is it great? Well, it's the state capital, first of all. And it's also home to the U.S. Naval Academy. I mean, it's pretty prestigious. It's a big academy. And Annapolis is also known for its colonial architecture. Look at that old tavern. Since 1750? Really? Wow. Cobblestone streets, vibrant boating culture. It's really kind of a quaint little area surrounded by the Capitol building and the Naval Academy. My travel tip would be take a guided tour of the Naval Academy or stroll along Ego Alley and watch those boats come in. Visit in spring or fall and you get a little bit more pleasant weather. Food try? Why, crab cakes. You gotta get crab cakes. Those are a Maryland classic, and they're usually made with fresh lump crab meat, and there's just enough seasoning to let the crab shine. Good eats. Our next stop is Baltimore. Charm City, baby. Why is it great? Well, it's known for its historic seaport, which is gorgeous. Diverse neighborhoods and vibrant cultural scene. Baltimore is a city full of history and character. You can visit the Inner Harbor, which is fun. It's got a lot of places to eat, hang out, and you're on the waterfront. How can that be bad? You can go to Fort McHenry, which is right out there. That's beautiful. Or you can go to the world-renowned National Aquarium. Look at those people looking over all that sea life. That's awesome. My travel tip would be walk along the harbor promenade for stunning waterfront views because it's just really relaxing and beautiful out there. And you can take a water taxi and go out and see it, from a different perspective. I feel like I had to do a nod to Duff for Charm City Cakes because he's kind of put Baltimore on the map for those who are not familiar with Baltimore. And then must-try food, well, you've got to have Maryland blue crabs. They are steamed and seasoned with Old Bay seasoning, of course, and they're enjoyed on a little sliver of a time of year where you can have those blue crabs, but they are a delicacy. So get out there and get them. Well, next, let's take a look at a couple of sports because they have some great sports teams in Baltimore. First off, the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens were established in 1996 in the NFL. They have appeared in 2 Super Bowls and they have won 2 Super Bowls. I guess they decided if they're going to go, they might as well win. 2001 and 2013. Good job, Ravens. The next stop is the Baltimore Orioles. They're a little bit older. They were established in 1894. The Orioles have been around a long time. They have been to the World Series 6 times, 1966, 69, 70, 71, 79, and 83. Out of those appearances, they've won 3 times, 66, 70, and 83. And of course, we all watched the famous Cal Ripken record-breaking season, so that was fun. And the Orioles have been around a long time, so I'm sure they've got a lot of history there with the city. So thank you for joining and watching our walk through Maryland. And as usual, I would ask you to subscribe and leave comments of places that you want me to look at. And we're getting close to being done with all the 50 states. That's fantastic. But then we also post other videos during the week. So I hope you can stay with me and watch the videos full length. That helps me with my timing with YouTube, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much. And in the meantime, get out there and get some crab from Maryland.